Well, welcome to this episode of the Obscure Hotline. I am Bronson. I have the YouTube channel Audio Hotline, and this is...
Tim Pool.
Yeah.
Not really. Got the black beanie on. It's, welcome, bitches. It's me, it's Bark from Obscure Mics. A little sleepy, a little slap happy. Some shit might go down on this one. I don't know. You just have to be careful and find out, I guess. Fuck around and find out. That's what I say.
Yeah. Dude, I get that, actually, the black beanie. I didn't even make the connection before, but...
I put this on this morning because I'm just old and cold all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I need to do a Tim Pool parody video where I'm just on here and I'm like, would I really suck Trump's penis? Maybe. Maybe. Did you know he has a rock? Do you know he has a rock band and
I did not know.
Out?
No.
Okay, let me rephrase. We've gotten ourselves in trouble before by talking about other people that do content creation. I don't much care about what I say about Tim Pool.
No,
I don't know him.
Yeah.
He might be an okay guy, but I am of the opinion that when it comes to music and art, you can say if you don't like something, and I absolutely hate Tim Pool's band with a passion. Like it is not. I'm going to be even nice about it. It is not my jam.
Yeah,
I'd rather eat toe jam.
Oh,
than that.
It's
be my
really
jam.
not your jam. Yeah,
it's real bad. And I guess the drummer, one of the drummers, a guy that's played in The Offspring, is his drummer.
Really? Interesting.
That's what I read, but then again, don't always believe what you read. I didn't do any research because it's Tim Pool and I don't want to, but
yeah, I honestly, okay, so I know of Tim Pool. I've never watched a video of his. I know he's like a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's like a political, kind of a political-ish YouTuber. Yeah. He pulls up articles and he talks about them, and half the time he just, it seems like he leans far right. But again, I don't know. I don't watch him that much. I just know, I know enough to be like, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I get you.
That's it. That's really all.
I know, dude. That's like, it's a hard line because I am definitely of the opinion that if someone doesn't like something, they're allowed to say that, and they're allowed to have that opinion. But like, I guess there is a point where it does cross a line. But then again, I mean, like, I feel like there are comments that you and I get that absolutely cross a fucking line, and I don't cry about it, Yeah,
well, that's the difference. That's exactly what you said. Like, that's the difference. Whoop-de-doo. You let it affect you or you don't. It's it doesn't bother me too bad. The only thing I just need to vent sometimes when I get a whole bunch of crappy comments in a row.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's me coming to you and sending you screenshots and like,
and it's funny.
It's more. It's like not offense taken. It's more like what the hell is wrong with people?
Yes.
Like why? I've never commented on a YouTuber's stuff and said anything crappy to him because it's like I keep it to myself and I move on. Like I don't need to verbalize it to him. It's not going to change what they do. It's the same thing as the political battles. Like you get in an argument with someone on the other side of the aisle as you, and like what kind of time, like what value is that providing to either of your lives? You're not changing their minds and they're not changing yours. So why are you debating?
Yeah, no, that's very true. I agree with you on that. Well, and I guess when you or I send you screenshots, I shouldn't say it's funny, but we do find amusement out of it because it's like we live in a similar world, And so when someone says something that is like very against or very opposing to us, like we can kind of laugh about it a little bit and just be like, hey, like, yeah, I guess that's one person's opinion, and that's funny, but...
Yeah, everybody's got them, and it's...
they're like assholes.
Yeah, and I think it's a little silly that you have to respect everyone's opinion. Like, there's some opinions I just can't respect, but I will respectfully not comment in a derogatory way if at all possible.
Yeah.
Granted, we've stuck our foot in our mouths before. It happens. We're humans.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, I try my best not to do that. But man, there's some people that that are just so damn cringy. But congratulations to a guy like Tim Pool who's got a rock band with an Offspring drummer from political opinions. Like, touche, dude, you played the system and you played it well.
That's wild. Yeah, that's very true, dude. Yeah. I think that where you and I also align in that sense is like, if I feel like I'm defending something, that's where I will cross that line occasionally. Like if it's like something that I feel passionate about.
And we're human.
It's kind of few and far between though. Yeah. You know, like it would take something very, you know, kind of more extreme to really piss me off, I feel like, but it's happened. But
I pick my spots, man. Last night, little short story. I went to a birthday party of one of my 9-year-old's friends, and I'm friends with his parents, and it's kind of a new friendship kind of a thing. I like him a lot. And so I'm at this birthday party, which is at a bowling alley of all places, and there's only one in our area, and it's pretty rough. Like the woman who's you know, working the register and stuff sounds like she just got done smoking a carton of Marlboro. She's like, I got you guys set up on lane 5 and 6, and you go there. I was like cross between Kermit and Trailer Park Betty. But so I've got all this around me, and like, you know, these friends of mine are from up north a little bit. And, you know, where things are supposed to get a little more progressive as you go up north. That's not always the case, but I encounter this guy of all names. His name is Chad. You know, he wasn't drinking a Monster and there was no drywall to be punched, but his name was Chad. And I'm sitting there and talking, and I've just met this dude, and I just met these people, and he starts talking about how his 2 young boys, he got them into wrestling, like they're wrestling. And his next comment was like, you know, well, personally, I think wrestling is gayer than AIDS, but you know, Yeah, that's my reaction right there. I was just like, say what now? Like, I didn't say anything to him. I just kind of like my eyes open. I'm sure he saw my eyes open. And then there was a few more homophobic comments along the way.
Jeez.
But this is where you have to pick your spots.
Yeah.
1, nobody seemed to be offended but me. 2, this is a whole family. I can either speak up, and I'm not going to change his opinion by speaking up. Now, if I had a friend of mine who, you know, was offended by that sitting with me, then I speak up, but no one's there.
That's fair. Yeah.
I'm not defending anyone personally that could be offended around me. I'm not going to change his opinion. You got to take the high road and just be like, okay, I don't ever want to be around this guy again. But I'm going to be quiet, get through this, and go home. Yeah. Now, if someone around me would have been offended, I would have stood up with them and been like, you know, that's
like I
bullshit.
agree. Yeah, for sure. But I get that.
Life's a tricky thing, man. Like you hear that stuff, and sometimes I just want to look around and be like, you know, is anybody here going to get hurt by this? Yeah. Like, because I mean, it hurts me a little bit because I just think it's completely wrong. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, you know, the world we live in today. Well, what happened in Colorado last night? Not to get all morbid already, but like, you know, there's a gay club got shot up. Jeez. Yeah. And people died, and it's probably some, you know, QAnon fucker that's just like, Jesus told me to come in here and do that. Like, come on, bro, come on. But yeah, it's a messy world. But it's,
I think if I have to hear another person say Jesus told them to do something, dude, I might lose my fucking mind. That just gets to me more than anything. I feel like I know. Okay.
I don't think Jesus ever told anybody to get out their ARs and start wiping off people that
not.
Yeah, come on, man.
It doesn't make any sense. Like in the grand scheme of like Christian God and Jesus, that all of that stuff makes no sense to me because
it doesn't me either, because it's supposed to be kindness and love.
Yeah. And so, and a big part of it is like, if you believe in Christian God and Jesus, then you believe that we're here to essentially be tried to whether we can go back to heaven and live with him for eternity or be damned and go to hell. So why the fuck would he have a hand in your life? Why the fuck would he? Why? So he's just guiding your ass, right? He's just patting it, just being like, hey, buddy, this is the way you go to come back to me. No, motherfucker. It's called free will. And all of them have it. Nothing happens for a reason. Yeah. Because why would it if you believe in Christian God?
I know. I have a hard time. Well, no, I don't have a hard time. I simply do not believe that we are puppets on strings and that he is guiding or telling or, we are made of free will. Like,
absolutely.
He's not going to tell you to do something.
No,
it's just not going to happen. You're not going to be directly, you don't have an open line of communication with this deity.
Neither did Joseph Smith.
It's not happening. It's like, if there's any part of you that wants to inflict pain or hurt on somebody, like you're on the opposite side of what you think you are.
Yeah,
like
you really are.
You're acting as a holy person, but you're completely on the opposite side. Like,
it's true, man.
And how can someone deserve to die just because their sexuality is this or that?
Dude.
When like almost everyone who's different compared to other people in this area are so much sweeter, so much nicer, so much more kind. And it's just mind blowing the way people think. Like, religion really is the root of all evil.
Oh, I agree. I say that pretty much all the time.
People say money, but it's religion.
It's religion
and money. It's like a two-way tie.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, greed and religion for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, dude. Like, I just don't understand that concept at all. Like, I just will never be able to be like. It just defies it defies itself essentially. It's just like, God told me to do this, but then again, like, I know that I was sent here to see if I could like live a worthy life and live with him again. But he told me to do it. It just doesn't those two things don't go together. They don't make sense to me, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, that's crazy to me.
I think if you have a voice in your head, you should probably go get help. You probably shouldn't assume that it's Jesus.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't assume that it's him just saying like, yo, Bronson, dog, what's up? It's been a while. Hey, could you go kill some people that aren't like us? Could you go kill some people that aren't, that aren't completely the cookie cut out of what a human should be, according to, preachers and pastors? It's good times.
Yeah. Dude, I actually didn't even know about that shooting. I didn't even hear about it. I will say, like, I don't know if it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. I guess it's a little bit of both. But I've found that, like, for my own personal sanity, I don't get on social media at all. And I don't
that's the right
look
decision.
At the news at all. Like, which I think is stupid in a way, like not knowing what's going on. But I think that at the same time, I'm like, for myself, and like, I just like, I can't do it, man. Like, I can't do it.
I think it is probably best to not know what's going on, because much like all the people out there talking hardcore politics and everything else, like, unless you have the platform or power to make change according to what your opinion is, why do you need to be in the know? I mean, I get sick of looking at the news and being sad at
That's
what
how I feel.
happens. Yeah. And it's like, I can't change it. I can't fix it. Like, why am I putting myself through this torture? Now, if there was a situation, a local situation where I could change or fix something within my circle of reach, like, I will do what I can. Yeah. But I don't blame you. I wish to God I would have never started social media, because that's the problem. I started it, and then you start doing stuff like we do, and I've got podcasts and YouTube and stuff intertwined in social media, and it's like, I can't really leave now. I could, and I could explain
it's
to
hard,
people
though.
that but I try to only use it for that now. I barely post anything else unless it's a mic review, or if I just have a funny thought or a funny meme, but I really try to stay out of it. It's hard, though. It's really hard because I'm integrated. I've been integrated. I was a MySpace user.
Me too.
And, I'm just integrated into all that stuff. I miss you, Tom. Where are you? Not Buck, but Tom. It is Tom, MySpace Tom. I miss Tom Buck,
bro.
Too. But MySpace Tom. MySpace was cool, man.
Dude, like, MySpace was the shit.
It was.
Oh, it was so sick.
I had like all my favorite songs playing as soon as you log in. Like, what happened to that? Why don't a social media site do that? Okay, I want my songs back.
Also, I completely agree. But I also think we need to bring the fucking top 8 back because it made people be responsible and be like, you know what? I'm going to actually show the world who matters to me because there's all this little bullshit with all these fake fucking friends that you get and it's this big number and it's like, no, you need to decide.
I agree.
Like bring the top 8 back. I love it.
I don't know. Now,
someone pissed you off?
Yeah.
You took them from 1 to 2 and they're like, dude, what the fuck? That was so funny, man. Oh my God.
Yeah. Therein lies another problem because there's 2 sides of the, I kind of bashed on far right stuff there for a minute, but the far left stuff would get, people would be like, I'm super offended that I'm not in his top 8. Like, oh, come on man. Now. Come on. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, partner. It's going to be okay.
Dude, but it's so interesting, like, even in just that period of time from MySpace to now, like, how differently people deal with things, like, and how, I don't know, man. It's crazy how much the world has changed just due probably to social media.
15 years.
Just in that 15 years. That's wild, but...
I loved MySpace though. You could customize the background.
Dude, it was
just there was so much to it. It was so much more advanced than what we have now.
It was fun to be able to like basically do what you wanted. You could go and like put in a little HTML code and like change a few things or whatever. It was dope, dude. Yeah.
It was more advanced on a personal level. Like Facebook's not as personal. You get a cover photo and a profile picture, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. Twitter. About the same thing. And you get Elon Musk, which isn't good for anybody. But MySpace was just all about individualism. And we need to bring that back.
It really was, dude. It's cool.
Tom knew what was up.
Dude, he got it. Yeah.
Hey, what are you using today?
Oh, well, I'm using the Samson Q9X.
Nice. I've heard that one's pretty good. I'm using the Samson Q9X today is what I'm using.
Oh, okay. I actually want to try that one. That's cool, man.
It's not bad. It's got a big windscreen. You should try it. I was afraid you wouldn't put a windscreen on yours today, and I'd be the only one using a windscreen on a microphone that's, one of a kind that I have here in the studio with me. No one else has this mic. No one.
When I was watching your review of that, you were talking about the windscreen and how gigantic it is and everything. And there is one thing that I do think this windscreen could fit on that isn't this microphone, and it's a knob.
It's what?
It's a knob. Like a glove, dude.
Knob,
like
knob
a glove.
Screen.
That just goes to show how big that Lewitt interface's knob really is, though.
Well, that's what they wanted. That's what they were going for there. They're like, we're going to do something. We're going to have a bigger and more
bigger,
badass,
better knob,
veinier knob than anyone else. Before I put on the Tim Pool hat, I tried to put this on. It didn't quite fit. But it is. It's really not that big of a windscreen. It's just like the mic is so big.
It is, yeah, for sure.
The only reason it's big, I mean, that is a big old hollow hole right there.
It really is.
That's Jenna Jameson, is what that is. And that's,
dude, like it's way too big to fit on like an RE20 or anything.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be. There's no other option with this.
Oh,
this is probably the smallest windscreen they could conjure up for this microphone.
Oh, for sure. I totally agree with that. Like, they could have probably made it thicker, but they didn't really need to. I feel like it does okay. Like, it does pretty well with plosives, like, especially with the windscreen on. That's
fine. It's that's one of those things I wish we could change as mic guys, audio enthusiasts. I wish we could change the perception of just how much plosives matter, because to me, they really only come into play with like a pencil condenser, which really can't handle them at all.
Yeah,
everything else, like, talk past it.
Yeah, well, like, and yeah, dude, no, I totally agree with that. Like, there are, and sometimes even when you do get a little bit of air in it, it's not like it's bad or distracting. You're just like, okay, that person said a P. It's not like a big deal. You don't even like register it.
Yeah.
But I think that a lot of people like just hypercritically look at stuff like that. And so I don't know, man.
People are definitely hypercritical because it is. It's one of those things, you know. People talk about a mic that let's say, for instance, this style. Let's imagine that this mic was totally microphonic and you tapped on it and it just rung, or you rubbed on it and you could hear every brush. Like, the idea of putting it on a boom arm and getting it up and out of the way is like, why would you touch it all the time?
Yeah, that's
get it
true.
set up, get it. Yeah. You know, like people complain about a few complaints which are valid about the Fifine K688. That thing, you touch it, it's coming through the mic. You rub it, like the metal is just so cheap, you know. Yeah. But don't fucking touch it.
Yeah, dude.
Leave it alone.
I mean, it's rare that
it's $70. Leave it alone.
The only mic that I tend to hit is the SM7B because I usually do have it a little bit closer to me than other microphones.
Makes
so I
sense.
have a tendency to like talk with my hands and then hit it, you know, but like with this, I'm a little bit further away and I don't have to think about it as much, you know, but yeah, dude, I don't know. There is one other thing that I do want to clear up though. When we're talking about plosives, we're talking about P's, you know, we're talking about T's, K's, maybe a little bit of B, maybe a little D, maybe a little G.
Yeah.
We're not talking about S's. I will tell you, we are not talking about S's. S's apply to
S's are more damaging.
S's apply to sibilants, and it is not called a plosive. I've heard this mistake a few times now.
A lot of S's will run me off way quicker than a P or two.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Like, you know, there's sometimes that sibilance just cuts like a knife, as Bryan Adams would say. And the plosives, not so much. When you go to a concert, they don't have windscreens on their microphones.
No, they do.
And I went to a concert last Sunday, and I caught a lot of plosives in that concert, but with all the other things going on and with like, no one else caught them. No one else cared.
Nope.
But they don't use windscreens. They don't use, and I understand, you know, when you're in the recording process, you don't want a plosive baked in there live. Like nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
But still, just to be so hypercritical of like, well, plosive sucked. It's like, well, there's methods to cure that. So
yes,
don't hate on the mic too much at $40 because of a plosive. You know, just,
exactly.
Just be a little more reasonable. Be a little more open.
Yeah. Well, and that's the funny thing. It actually kind of brings me to another thing that I was going to mention, but I do get that occasionally where someone's like, oh, the plosives are really bad when I bought this microphone. Like, why don't they sound bad in your video? And I'm like, well, take a note from my video, you know, like get it a little bit away from you and put it to the side a little bit, you know, let your air get past the microphone a little bit. If you're like this and you're like, you know, like plosives are probably going to get into it, you know, but I think that compared to other microphones around this price, I actually think this doesn't do a bad job with plosives. I would actually argue that it does a little bit better than most microphones.
I think so too. And if it didn't, I wouldn't be too bent out of shape.
No,
it's fine.
And also I'd be willing to admit it, you know, but like, I really don't. I think during my review of the Q9X, I wanted to say U because it rhymes. That is actually one thing that I struggled with. When I was saying review and Q9X, I wanted to say Q9U so bad. But because, review Q9U, it's just so cute. But when I didn't have the windscreen on and I was like purposely talking into the front of it, like I could hear it occasionally, but it was never, I didn't think it was ever like, oh my God, you know.
That's appalling. I'm calling Samson right now. Yeah. Samson.
No, I do agree with you though. If you hit a shotgun microphone or like a small diaphragm condenser microphone, or even just a condenser microphone in general, whether it's large diaphragm, like if you hit it pretty hard and it doesn't have like any protection on it or in it or anything, it can be pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah, it can.
But those are but I agree with you. Those are the only ones that really, really bother me. But yeah, dude, so I don't know. I'm gonna do the poor YouTuber comment thing because woe is me and stuff. But dude, recently more than ever, and it's fine, I guess. I'm mad about it though. But does this happen to you a lot? Like, okay, every person that clicks on my video, I don't expect them to watch it all. I don't. But if you go to a video with questions, I kind of expect you to like listen to it. If you want questions answered, I kind of expect you to like at least seek out the parts that you think that those answers or those questions could be answered.
Right.
Dude, oh my gosh, dude, there was this guy that literally, I'm not joking. He asked me a question and like the first response, I was like, nice. I didn't even timestamp the answer because I was just in such a good mood, you know? So I'm like, oh yeah, it's this. There you go. No problem. And then he asks me another question that I also answered in the fucking video. And this is when I'm like getting a little bit more mad. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I actually talked about this in the video, but here you go. And then he asked me a third question that I also answered in the video. And then I just fucking timestamped every single answer. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? But I've actually had that happen a lot with my Fifine K688 review. A lot.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the purpose of a review to provide answers?
Yes. I'd like to
that's
think
why
that
I
it
watch
is.
them. I watch, you know, my wife's Bluetooth speaker is starting to like lose charge a lot quicker. So I was watching some Bluetooth speaker reviews because she really wants a nice one, and it's got to be tubular because she likes tubular things. I don't know why. But you know, I'm trying to save some money and get something as good as her little UE boom speaker that she's got. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm watching reviews and I'm not commenting until the very end unless they said something funny and I want to be like, that was great. That was a classic moment you just had there.
Yeah.
But if I have questions, I'm going to watch through the end, and if they didn't answer it, then I'll ask them out of curiosity.
Yep.
I thought that's the way it worked. I wasn't sure, you know, I figured I'd ask you to make sure because I hate to watch that video and get 30 seconds in and be like, how long hold a charge, motherfucker?
Right. Dude, I really do think that these people are just like clicking on the video, immediately typing the comment. They just pause that shit right at 0 and just ask the question.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it just... impatience is definitely a problem with my children. So maybe it's a problem with, the youngest of generations or maybe the oldest of generations. I don't know.
Dude, it's
bad though.
I think patience is on a whole getting worse, I would say, in general.
Yeah, it all is. Attention span, patience, everything. Yeah. It's all getting a little worse, but it's probably the worst time for us to be trying to become successful audio enthusiasts on YouTube.
That's actually very true, dude. That is actually very true.
Yeah. Well, I had this one guy that would ask me every single time I posted a video. And you know what? I'm going to say it because I don't care.
Do it.
If you hear it, you just need to know. I'm not going to name names or anything. But a certain person who's been with me from the beginning, I think, and I appreciate that, asked me to check out an E-Image microphone, little shotgun mic. And, I was basically like, if I can find it used and get a deal on it somewhere, I absolutely will. Yeah. I didn't want to pay for a new one because some new mics like that, if they don't have a name, see, you didn't know what E-Image was. I didn't know what E-Image was. So who's seeking that out to buy? So if I pay over $100 for this and I don't like it or I hate it, or if it's not, me,
you're not going to be
anything.
able to sell it, dude. Yeah.
I'm out $100. I'm out over $100. I can't even recoup half probably.
Yeah.
But for like a solid year and a half, every video I posted, like, bro, when you're doing the E-Image, I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. And then like a full 2.5 years later, after I didn't hear from the dude for a year, he's like, so were you ever going to do my request of an E-Image? And I'm like, whoa, man.
I've had this happen too. Yep.
Whoa. Like I would love to. I'd love to have endless funds.
Yeah.
And or I would love to have, hundreds of thousands of subscribers and be able to just throw money at the wind for microphones. Cause then I wouldn't care. Like if I was banking, $3-4 grand a month or something, like, fuck yeah, I'll get 2 of those images and do a stereo mode video for you, dude. No problem.
And then I'll send them to you afterwards.
Then I'll mail them to you free of charge. Like, not even paying shipping. And I'll Probably
I get you,
I'm
dude.
gonna send a picture of an e-image right here on my middle. I'll just hold it up like that. Be like, here's your image. Not really.
Yeah.
Guys, nice. Just demanding. People are so demanding.
Well, I know, dude. And it's like, I think that it's no offense to this person and it's no offense to the people that have done this to me, but I think that that's like slightly delusional, right? Am I, like, I think that just to be like, hey, I'm the one person that's requested this and I really want you to do it. And then he's just going to drop everything and do it. It's like, dude, like, that's just not how things really work. But that just seems a little delusional to me.
Yeah. But, I really, I don't like to get aggravated sometimes, but like, I can handle if somebody follows up. That's cool.
That's fine. Yeah.
But every video for a long time. And then a few years later as a like jab, like, hey dude, you're not as helpful as I thought because you haven't done this microphone I wanted you to do.
I don't owe you $100 and a microphone review, like, come on.
Sounds
dude.
harsh, but that's a true statement.
Yeah.
It's.
I appreciate people who subscribe to us. And
Absolutely.
That's not a statement.
100%.
And that's not a statement that I'm like, it's not worth anything. But I'm like, dude, like, you just got to understand, like, I hope that you like the videos that I create and that I want to put out. And it's not necessarily always about me doing it for you. It's often about me doing it for me.
Right. And it's really hard to do videos for individuals. It's hard to be like, all right, this week, this one's for, this one's for Donna. And next week, this next one's for James. It's hard to do. You can't do that. You can't do that and actually build a following because Donna might want to see an NW700 from Neewer, and that's been done a million times on YouTube. And James might want to see an SEV7, which has been done a million times. I recently freaking did it and wasn't excited to do it because there's plenty of videos. You don't need to hear my take on it. I'll give it to you because the goal is to get every mic. The goal is to get in the e-image. Totally a goal of mine. Yeah. But until I can get it at a decent price, I can't.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Like, the goal, like, ideally, I would review every single microphone. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Mostly for my own curiosity and secondarily for everyone else's curiosity. And hopefully that's good enough for everybody. But sometimes it's just not. Well,
and one thing I will say is if a member is going to ask me to review something, I'll probably do it. So go ahead and press that join button down below.
Yeah. I want to run something by you. You said that and it sparked so I want to run something by you. I want your opinion on this. I think I know your opinion on it, but I want to know. Word. And feel free to steal this if you want to, because I think it's a solid idea.
Word.
So a while ago, I toyed around with the idea of doing like a raffle on YouTube, which I quickly abandoned. Like, hey, if you want to enter this raffle, here's the link. You couple bucks to enter the raffle. Can't really do that on YouTube, but YouTube has enabled us to do a different kind of raffle. And I decided on this video that I have to edit tonight, which is Milano again, PD100U, basically the USB version of the PD100, $40. This thingy, cheapy, dynamic end address. I want to give away the PD100U because spoiler alert, the video will be out before this is out. Yeah, non-spoiler alert, there's no headphone jack. There's just,
really?
Wow. It's just a USB-C port. It's literally the same mic as the PD100, but with a gain dial and a USB-C jack, and that's it. Sounds about the same, so that's kind of cool, but there's no way to monitor, so you're limited on what you can do with this mic.
Yeah.
Anyways, I want to give it away. So my new idea of, trying to fund this channel was I openly encouraged before reviewing the video, like, hey, this mic is going to be given away. And the way I give stuff away is if you're a member at the $5 tier, $4.99 technically, every month when I do a members only podcast, I do a little spin wheel thing on my phone, a little app, and it chooses someone from the $5 tier to win what I'm giving away that month.
Yeah.
And that's went pretty well for the past few months. I think I've done it for 2 months. It's went really good.
Nice.
And my new idea is encouraging, like, hey, if you want this microphone, feel free to join at the $5 tier. And if, after you join, you're entered, like as long as you join before the giveaway, and then you can cancel if you want to. And then if another mic comes up and you see it and you want to jump in that,
big time,
sign up.
Absolutely.
Give me $5 and then get out. And if you win the mic, you win the mic. If not, and then maybe at the same time, they'll see the value in being a member and not jump out. But I thought it was kind of weird at first for me to encourage people like, hey, get in there for the giveaway. And then if you want to cancel the membership after that and just do a 1 month membership.
Yeah.
So that's my newest idea of building a little more revenue through the channel. But
I love it. Yeah. And that is one thing that now, like, having some members that I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to necessarily give everyone the same opportunity to like win in a giveaway, because I am planning a giveaway in the future, like pretty soon. But, so like, I did think about it, like in the sense that I'm like, well, shouldn't they at least get like their name in 3 times or be the only ones that win or something, like, so yeah, dude, no, actually that is interesting, because I was kind of toying with not the same idea, but just like wondering how I could make that fair, but
it's difficult to work those tiers, those pay tiers.
Yeah.
Like what kind of value can you give someone at a higher tier, especially if you're stretched thin already? I'll use Bandrew as an example. I'm a member of Bandrew's thing, and I basically do it to show support and as a way of saying thank you, because my channel wouldn't exist without his channel.
Yeah,
because I got the idea from him to do the mics that, he does all new. He does new stuff and new mics, and he doesn't buy anything used for the most part. So I thought I'll hit the discontinued stuff and fill the gaps of what he doesn't do. And I definitely feel like I owe him at least membership, and he wouldn't, he wouldn't want that. He's a very humble fella, but at the same time, like, he's stretched pretty thin. Besides his members only podcast through the membership level, I don't think there's anything else offered. So, which is fine by me. Because I enjoy his members only podcast, but it's when I started my membership plan, I was like, I got to figure out what to do, but upon doing it, it's like, okay, I see possibly Bandrew's conundrum here. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, how can you provide that value? And I still don't think I am, but trying. It's a hard thing to do. I don't know what. There's got to be some. I've even asked people, like, what would provide more value as a member? I don't get many answers, so I just don't know.
Dude, that's something I struggle with too. Like, I literally, it's funny, I've been thinking about this shit like for the last few weeks, the exact things. Because what I want to do, to kind of go back a little bit, but actually, this is going to be a big one. But whenever I hit fucking 20K, if it ever goddamn happens,
and it will.
Like, it should happen. Like, it, at the pace that I was going, it honestly should have happened, but it's slowed down quite a bit.
Wait, are you set?
I just hit 18
or low 18.
I just hit 18. Yeah, like I think last night or yesterday or something.
Yeah,
but I also do want to put out a video to be like, hey guys, like, just so you know, this is what I'm going to give away when I hit 20K, and maybe encourage a little bit. But then also I do want to, like you were saying, kind of encourage membership and find a benefit in there. And maybe that is just like giving them their name in several times, like, for every $1 that you donate, you get your name in one time. You know what I mean? Not donate, but have to membership, I think that's
your $5 member, you get in there 5 times. I think that's cool.
I think it's a cool thing. So maybe I'll do that, but I am going to give away my, the original Rødecaster and an SM7B and like a whole like a whole setup.
Damn, son.
Yeah, at 20K. Maybe that'll incentivize people that watch that don't sub.
maybe 20K members, Bronson. Maybe scale back and think about parting with that Taeyoon Q12 here.
Right? Yeah. No, dude, I'm gonna do it up.
That's a great thing. That's a really cool thing actually to do.
But no, dude, yeah, it's like, I mean, shit, dude. I know when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, it's like $1,000 giveaway, which is crazy.
And you're gonna have me at 10K wanting to freaking give away a solid state Logic's freaking Pro Desk, 4 Earthworks freaking microphones.
People are gonna be expecting like a Mazda C, whatever their name, the fucking models are. I don't even know Mazdas. Why did I choose Mazda? That's like the only car I don't know. Actually, that's not true.
My channel's more of an obscure channel. I'm gonna give away a 2011 Chevy Uplander minivan.
Dude, that's dope. Okay, this is a random, and it might get weird, but you know how like when you watch like a NFL commercial that involves a product in the NFL, you know what I mean? So like they're like, okay, like fucking. I'm trying to think of the example,
like a Baker Mayfield Progressive commercial, that kind of
like
thing?
The official insurance of the NFL, or you know what I mean, like. Or it's like a Big Mac, and they're like the official burger of the NFL, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, I was thinking about it. What would be like our official products? You know what I mean? Like, what would be like Tampax? Like the official tampon of Obscure Hotline. You know what I mean? Like
yours would be a theme park. Yours would be like a Kings Island or a Dollywood or like a Six Flags. Dude. That way, at the end of the commercial, you could be like, and I hope you had fun.
Dude, that's fucking true. Oh, that's hilarious.
That would be yours. Dude. Mine would be like, Sam's Choice Cola. Obscure but tasty.
Dude, yeah, that's good. That is some good shit. Yeah.
Something along those lines. Fago, maybe Fago.
Fago. Yeah, dude. Fago's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Something odd, some kind of off brand, because that's what I am. Somebody once called me, dude. Behringer Podcastage. I was like, fucking agree 100%.
Dude, that's funny. But dude, I mean,
it was spot on. It was spot on. They didn't say it in a mean way. They're like, I love your videos. Like, this is kind of like Behringer. You're like the Behringer Podcastage. I'm like, that's so true, honestly. Because I am like the cheap and discontinued, I'm Clover Valley Podcastage. I get it, man.
Yeah. No, dude, I was sitting there fucking trying to think of like what products.
There's other ones too. I mean, oh man, it's right in front of you, Bronson. Fresh Step cat litter or something. The kitty purr test.
Oh my God, what the fuck am I doing? Yes, like obviously that's got to be it.
Fancy Feast.
Fancy Feast. Dude, if I could get a fucking Fancy Feast sponsorship, oh man.
Temptations cat treats.
Dude, well, actually the one that's ultra in front of us is fucking the brand Blue. My cat's name has a cat food and cat, like they have cat products. Dude, that's it right there.
Yeah.
The official cat actually, dude, Blue just started speaking up. He's like, yeah, like let's fucking get it.
I mean, for that matter, Logitech could get a hold of you too and be like, listen, we're going to
let's hit it.
We're going to do a new snowball, and it's going to come with a dead cat that looks
ears?
just like Blue, and we're actually going to put Blue's face on it.
Dude, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. And, kitty purr test. There's a button that does like kitty purr sound.
It just starts purring.
For streamers
gosh,
when they're like happy when someone donates. They're like, can't do a purr.
Dude. Why can't I do it? I can't do it either.
I'm just like, I look like I'm poking a vagina and trying to make it purr. It's like trying to start something up like a push mower with a prime button.
Trying to make that kitty purr.
Yeah. That's funny. I mean, all 49 of you know you're coming to a place of debauchery, so don't try to give a shit.
Don't act like you didn't know.
Oh, you knew. Yeah. I'm Tim Pool, motherfucker. You know what's up.
Okay, if there was like one product that no matter what you could pick, not audio related, that would like sponsor and be the official product of Obscure Mics, what would it be?
Gold toe fucking socks.
Dude, okay. Yeah, man, socks. Socks is a good fucking choice.
Listen, I just bought a 6-pack of gold toe socks because I've thrown away about 10 pairs of gold toe socks that I've had for 20 years.
Damn, really? Dude, I go through socks so much.
Buy gold toe. They don't wear out for like 2 decades.
Do they have black socks?
That's what I buy. Gold toe, black ankle socks. Like not low ankle, high ankle, but fucking they're a little pricey for 6-pack, 6 of them. It's like $15. To me, that's pricey.
That's a little, yeah.
Yeah, it's like $250 a pair, $225 a pair, but man, I literally have not bought socks in 20 years. That's an overstatement. It's more like 15. But
it's still wild, dude.
It really is. I really wouldn't be who I'd want to sponsor me, but since I bought a pack today, I thought.
Yeah, thought of that.
What great socks.
Yeah. Dude, okay, I have
Last
like a
thing
weird
you expect to hear on this show. What
honestly,
great socks.
Okay, this is straight up no offense to anyone, but I really kind of have a hard time trusting people that wear white socks.
I don't like white socks.
I don't like it. Yeah.
White socks creep me out.
They make me, dude, I'm glad that you agree with this because my wife and I share this opinion, and like some people act like it's weird, and I'm like, no, dude, fuck.
I don't own a pair.
Socks, bro. I don't like. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't either.
I don't own a pair of white socks.
I don't do it.
You buy a pair of white socks as a man that's 30 or older, you're one pair of New Balance away from just not caring about anything.
Dude, that's true, man. Yeah, if you're wearing jeans and your white socks are showing, bro, come on. Like
it's bad.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Just stop it. Yeah.
White socks are okay for basketball players and athletics. That's fine.
I agree. That's
white
fine.
Socks and shorts, no big deal.
No.
White socks and blue jeans, fuck out of here.
Bad.
Sorry to half my subscriber base, I imagine, but you just can't.
Wait, so you're saying shorts and white socks you're okay with?
Athletic.
Oh, yeah.
Something athletic. I'm not talking a pair of khakis with white ankle socks. Dude, like,
I'm like, some cargo shorts and some white socks might be my nightmare.
No. And I'm not lying, I swear.
No, dude, yeah. Straight up.
Straight up black socks, son.
I'm not that
flexible.
I
like my socks like I like my windscreens.
Yeah. No, dude. No lies. No lies here.
Yeah. Yep.
No lies.
It's got to be black socks. Collared socks are fine. The gold toes I bought today are a 6-pack of they're like heather blue, heather red, heather grayish. It's fine. I want to switch it up a little bit, but
I usually go with actually no, I just usually get black, but
black.
I do have some like dark gray ones. But that's about it. I think that's about it.
I'm cool with collars, man. Collars are cool. I've got some collared work, business style socks, and I've got some creative ones. I have a pair of Misfits socks, and I just remembered I haven't seen them forever. Like
that's the
skull right on the top of the foot. Where'd those go?
Where are they?
I'm lost without them. Yeah, well, my sister-in-law bought them for me, and I value them greatly because nobody's ever known me enough to buy me a pair of Misfits socks. Like, fucking perfect. You nailed that, dude. Yeah, dude, she nailed it on Christmas.
Yeah, I guess I do have some design socks. I really think the only ones that I have are Utah Jazz ones, though. I think that's it.
Probably cool socks.
They're pretty sweet. They're like purple. They're wild.
I had another pair.
Yeah.
I gotta look for those. Whenever we're done with this, I'm literally going to be searching my house for Misfits socks.
Have you ever tried Stance socks?
Is that the same? Is that the circle black logo with the white lines? That's what my Misfits socks are, and that's
that's what I was actually wondering. Yeah,
my Beastie Boys shirt that I love is Stance. Yeah, I love that shit. It's
Stance
made
good.
really well.
They're nice. Yeah, I like them. They're like a quality. Big. Yeah, I agree with that. They're like big. Stance is very big in Utah. Not that I live in Utah, but like when I go there, like they have just like a ton of like Utah Jazz Stance socks that are really cool. But
well-made stuff.
Dude. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to pay more for the good stuff. That way it lasts.
Dude,
that's your middle-aged lesson of the day, audience.
Yep. And that actually brings me to our sponsor today. No, I'm just joking. I'm like, Cuts.
Pretty litter.
Dude, Dude, speaking of which, though, Cuts is one of those brands that, so they do like shirts and I think like pants also, but they're like, dude, it's like a t-shirt for like $60 or something. And it's something that I like have really wanted to try, just getting like a black shirt that fucking lasts forever. That's like always pitch black. If it is like, I would do, dude, if it could guarantee me that it won't shrink and that it won't fade, I will fucking buy it today. But I'm like, I just don't know if it's as good as the price in like says that it should be, you know. But
if it is, I mean, think about it. What's the most you've ever paid for a t-shirt? Surely it's probably 30 to 40.
I would say, it's probably 40. Yeah, I would say 40 is a fair bet. And it was probably honestly 30s. I guess like it's a little unfair because I think that if we're talking just like normal shirt that isn't like a sports thing at a sports game or like a concert one, you know, like, yeah, then I'm probably closer to 30, but I think that because of that, I'm probably close to 40. But
yeah, I may be too. I don't remember. It takes a lot. I don't even like paying 20. I'm not much for paying 20 for a shirt. Normally, 15, my shirt shopping, which I've, now I'm all about TeePublic. Like this shirt, they've got, my audio hotline shirt that I got.
Oh shit.
It's same brand as this shirt, and I know exactly what size, and I know to go the premium tee, and they're fucking perfect, and they're soft, and they feel good. Yeah,
they're nice. I like the premium ones.
You got to pay $28. That's fine. If it fits right and it's soft.
I agree with that.
This soft, like, God, this shirt's, it's so sexual.
Yeah.
It's just so sexual.
Dude, yeah, I'm definitely one of those people that like this shirt. I have like tons of these in like a bunch of different colors. And I think they were just like at Cotton On for like $10 on sale one time. And I was like, give me all of these.
Yeah.
But
once you find the right fit. See, I like yours too.
Time, but
you can tell it's quality by the color.
Yeah.
It's a thick collar.
It's a thick collar.
It's a nice thick collar.
Yeah, I think that they were originally like $28 or something, and they were just like on sale. But yeah, dude, I actually looked for them again, and I think they were back up. Like,
I like the fact that you're not satisfied with just one pocket. You need a pocket under.
I need a pocket, dude. Yeah,
yeah.
This is the false pocket, and then whatever I actually need to put in my pockets in this pocket.
Do you have one titty bigger than the other? Is that why you do that?
Actually, I would say my left is like, this one is actually a little bit bigger than this
one. So you're
going
real big on the left with those two pockets.
Yeah, that's
You're
true,
trying to get all the attention on that one.
That doesn't make sense. Why did I do that?
Because I asked.
Well, I guess like
Bronson, how big are your titties?
I guess it makes sense for me to buy women's clothing because aren't the like pockets on the opposite side usually?
Maybe
that's what I need to do.
I think so.
That's the only way that my wife and I dress very similar in a lot of ways.
Me and mine do too.
Yeah, like that's the only way with like our flannels that I can tell whose fucking flannel is whose is what side the buttons are on.
Dude, every time I wear a V-neck, I come out of the bathroom and she's got the same color V-neck on, and we look at each other like the two Spider-Mans, like,
Yep.
Every single time.
We match all the time. It's bad.
We do too.
It's bad.
Collars too. Like sometimes I'll throw on a collar scheme, come out, look at her, and be like, "What the fuck?"
What the?
And then we just roll with it because it's just, we're just
I don't
like
give a shit.
it's just that connection. I think it's just that strong connection.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would say like over 80% of the time, my wife and I are like we're pretty matchy, which is funny though, dude. Because like that's one thing that used to. The like old couple with like the same little sweatsuit on, that shit always killed me, dude. It's so funny. But now that I'm like in a relationship and now, like in that we do dress similar, now I look at those people and I'm like, yeah, that's a little extreme. Like what we're doing is not that, but it's like actually kind of like not cute, but it's just like, that's fine, whatever. I don't care as much anymore.
No, and I make the mistake of like. She really liked my Sweetwater shirt.
Oh,
so I bought her the same Sweetwater shirt.
Yeah.
And the countless times we've walked out of our bathrooms, because we have separate bathrooms. We walk out of our bathrooms and like Sweetwater shirts.
Yeah, dude, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah,
it's partially my fault.
Oh, it's mine too. Yeah. Yeah, like oh shit. Especially, I've mentioned it a million times, but especially Utah Jazz stuff. I'll buy like the Utah Jazz shirt that you liked. She was like, tried it on. She's like, I love this shirt. And I was like, I'll buy you one. Yep.
Dude, I literally bought my Audio Hotline shirt based off the fact that it looked very similar in a way to that Utah Jazz shirt you had on.
Dude, yeah.
I was like, ooh, yeah, look at this one. There's a little bit of yellow in this. And
fucking, I love that
nice.
one, dude. Yeah, it's dope. I was thinking about trying to find some way to incorporate the note into the Audio Hotline one and do like a full-on like Utah Jazz Audio Hotline one, but I'm like, it doesn't really make sense to do that, but I want to do it for whatever reason.
It kind of does, because it's audio.
I mean, I guess it's, yeah.
Got anything else on your topic list?
The thing that we have been talking about, how we're like, oh, we should probably, like play the algorithm a little bit on YouTube, like, and we should like try to embrace it, even though it goes against every fiber of our fucking being. Like me with the thumbnail that actually had my face in it. I think one of my first ones, aside from maybe like a giveaway. I can't remember. I don't remember if I have another one with my face in it or not. But I still just find myself struggling to do that. And I have came up with some like thumbnail ideas that are actually like kind of funny. And like they're really not going to be the clickbaity bullshit, That's one thing that I struggle with, especially like on YouTube, especially, is just like how a video title and a video thumbnail will get me to click on a video and it will literally be like basically not even about the thing.
It's aggravating.
And that, oh my God, dude, that drives me nuts. So like that's like literally the last thing I want to do. And I don't obviously see myself being able to really do that with like reviews and stuff, but I don't know, dude. Other people have done it to me with reviews, so I don't know. But my question is, are you going to put your face in the next thumbnail?
No.
God damn it.
No. I can't. And at the same time, I will say your Q9X thumbnail, very solid way to put your face in. Like it had a splash of humor.
Yeah.
And it was believable humor, not.
Yes,
exactly. It was believable humor. And one of the first comments I noticed on that was, love the thumbnail.
Yep.
Like
I know, dude. I was like, oh, yep.
No, I mean, that's a good thing, because
no, it is,
it clearly was meant to be entertaining.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones are manufactured. Like a lot of, that whole thing and the whole staring at something with a confused face or face palming, that kind of it's manufactured. It's a very generic form of thumbnail to do that, which is fine, to each their own. Yours was very different. It was very different. It was outside of that box, but still playing to the algorithm. So it was kind of kind of perfect. Me, I've decided to just go the extra step and actually get the microphone company logos to integrate with my video to give them a little bit more of a professional aesthetic. I can't put my face in there. I just can't do it. Dude, I'm not as pretty as you, Bronson. It just doesn't make sense.
Oh, dude. No, that's not real. But I struggle with it just because like I don't, like I've said before on here, like I'm not really the subject of my channel a lot of the time. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
you kind of are, because it's so much the personality. Like they could watch, monotone dry eyes guy giving them the facts about a microphone, but they don't want that. People don't want that. Yeah. Andrew's not super dry. You're not dry. I'm not dry. Yeah. My child's up here running back and forth. Yeah. He's hi, Connor. How's it going? You can say hi to Bronson. Have at it.
Connor, what's up?
Here, talk into the mic and tell him hi.
Hi.
Hello. Hey, Connor.
Hey, what's up, Bronson?
What's going on?
He's such a cute kid.
He's a good one. Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah.
He's bound and determined to be in the final leg of this pot.
Yes, he is. He is determined.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's hilarious.
It's all
dude.
good,
Oh
Connor. It's all good.
He's like, oh no.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Only candid moments here. Candid moments only.
Oh yeah, it is what it is. What is it?
You're calling Bronson.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm talking to Bronson kind of on the phone. This is our version of the phone these days.
That's very true.
The
Yeah.
hotline. It's the hotline.
It's the hotline. Yeah, it is. Yep.
When I told you earlier, I'd be shocked if they gave me more than an hour. What are we at? We're at an hour.
What are we at?
Hour and 5 is what my
wow, dude. There you go,
is.
Man. Like that's
that's that's about the amount of time where they're like, where the fuck is my father? And
where's
why
my
is he
dad
hanging out with us?
Yep. That's funny. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. The only other thing that I guess aside from putting my face in it, I didn't know. I was curious if you took any other steps essentially, but that's all I was really going to ask you is like,
no, I'm too lazy.
I know, dude, it's hard, man. Like I don't, and I guess that there's the whole thing aside from like reposting your own video and going and posting it in other places and like,
I do that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay.
Well,
no, yeah.
No,
like,
no, I don't. I don't upload my videos to other places, but
Gotcha.
I'm very thorough on putting it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
I need, I don't do
it
that.
Doesn't help. It doesn't help.
You don't
I mean,
think so? Yeah.
I don't think so. But the main reason I do it is for conversation purposes. Cause like sometimes Tom Buck it'll spark a conversation there, or Scott Paladin, who I'm a big fan of, who does occasional mic reviews, but he's just a very cool guy. Mm-hmm. Just people I've met through the community will comment and, and it's fun to talk about mics because then it's like, I have friends.
Yeah. No, I feel you. Yeah.
You just get that started. And sometimes people, just random, there's a guy named Grounded Tech that I never would have watched or connected with if I hadn't been posting on there.
I feel like I heard that. I feel like
he's small YouTuber, just like I am. Nothing major on the sub count, but like, he does solid videos. It's mostly cell phone stuff and stuff, but it's just fun to connect with people doing the same thing because it gives you more outlets to bounce ideas or talk about, how people could be so mean.
Dude, yeah, it's true, bro.
Yeah. Just fun.
Dude. No, I get you. But yeah, dude, I guess the only other thing that I've ever really thought about doing is just being like, well, if you look at like every fucking article that's like, this is what you do to get more views or whatever, is coming up with, eye-catching thumbnails and memorable titles. And it's like, how can like a review like place really do that without not conveying what it really is, or like kind of shortchanging what it actually is about? Like I have a problem with that, and I do see some people like in the audio video world that kind of just like leave it very vague. And I'm gonna be real, I fucking hate that. It really bugs me.
I do too. Well, let me ask you: have you seen any visible results from doing that thumbnail? I imagine it takes time if it truly is, but at the same time, I see a lot of small YouTube channels following that tip with not really any results from it.
That's true, man. That's true.
So I just don't know. I don't know if it's a myth.
Yeah.
Or
and that's kind of like the whole reason I wanted to try it was like, it wasn't really to like make it a permanent thing. It was more just to see, but I think that the Q9X, I think that based off of like whatever the last however many videos, I think it was performing like right in the middle. You know what I mean? So like,
that's how mine is. It's just kind of like nobody cares that much. Yeah.
So I mean, like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't also like very good, So I don't know. On the thumbnail topic, the one thing that drives me insane is when there's very obviously a YouTuber that took a picture of themselves that same day, 6 different face expressions, and they just like paste it on every single, like based off of like however they felt about the product or whatever, they just paste it right on there. I'm like, dude, like the very least that you can do.
Reusable looks.
I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? I'm like, the very least you can do is like incorporate the actual fucking product with your face. It's like the very least you can do. But no.
Not only does that annoy me, just the facial expression, just the generic, just the Not only does that kill my soul, but to see it every 5 weeks or I don't know if it's scheduled. Every 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Like when someone just uses it like, okay, this is what I'm going to do for a bad microphone. This is what I'm going to do for a shockingly good microphone.
Yep.
Like, oh man, that's tough to handle. To each their own. To each their own. But we're allowed to be highly off-put by that style of I'm just going to say it. I don't think it works. What? The heck, Connor?
Homie, dude. Homie's hostile.
Now he's walking around zombie-fied. He just headbutted the mic. Now he's, I think he's passing out from headbutting the mic. He like literally just walked right into it like it was a glass door.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Dude, I have some strange children.
Dude, that's dope. I mean, it makes it interesting though, man.
Every day is.
Dude.
Every day is interesting.
Every day is an adventure.
Every single day.
But yeah, dude, like, well, I think that
I'll tell you in a minute.
But I think the only thing that bugs me about it, like, well, one of the many things I should say, but one of the biggest things is it's just so unoriginal and everyone's just doing it, and that just pisses me off. But yeah.
I'll share with you. My kid said, "Daddy, what is that?" So up here where I'm at, which is our like office space, it is also one corner of this is the cat space. So there's a cat tree.
Okay.
There's the enclosed litter box that's like her little litter house.
Yeah.
And apparently when she was, covering her stuff up, she flicked one out onto the mat. Yep. And he's just like, "What is that?" Because she's never done that before.
Oh yeah, dude, that's funny.
That's shit, son.
That is feces, fella.
Now I've got to wash that mat. That's great. What a great way to end it. Jesus God. I mean, hers do look like chopped up hot dogs, so I would probably be like, "What's that too? Why is it so perfectly cut?" Like,
dude,
a hot dog?
One of our cats does that too. It's actually blue. He has a tendency to go really hard when he's covering his shit, and he does that.
Flicks him out. Do you have any? This is a weird way to end it too. But do you just use regular litter boxes, or do you have any of the fancy like robot cleaning style stuff?
So we just have regular ones. Yeah, we have. Okay. We have an enclosed one, but the ones that we've actually been using for a little while now are actually like they're the really tall ones. And for whatever, it's basically like the cat equivalent to a squatty potty, I think. So they can like prop themselves up and get more like vertical, essentially.
You ever used a squatty potty?
Oh, every day, dude. We have it. We have it in every bathroom. Yeah.
I got 2 footstools that serve the same purpose.
Oh yeah, they're the same thing. Yeah.
I never bought.
No,
we just have all these footstools around the house. They end up everywhere, and if I see like one in the bathroom, I'll take the other end and I'll squatty it up.
There you go, man. Yeah, no, we did it up with like the wood ones. I think they were like $60 a piece, dude. It was dumb,
could you
but
just fucking make that out of 3 pieces of wood.
Honestly, you could, but whatever, man.
It is what it is. That takes time. $60 is easier to part with than time sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, dude, no, I'm a big squatty potty.
Shit
fan.
Works. Ironically.
Shit works.
Shit works. Maybe that's who our sponsor is. Maybe that's who.
Dude, Squatty Potty, I'm so down because because this podcast is shit.
Yes. Take a squat with Bark and Bronson on the audio hotline. Obscure hotline.
The official shit stool shit stool. I didn't even think of the.
It's good
like
too.
A double, yeah, like a double.
Yeah, double entendre. Yeah.
Yep.
Shit stool.
Oh man, but yeah, dude. Well, those thumbnails are shit. Squatty potties are dope, and you have cat shit to clean up. So maybe we should wrap this up.
By the way, Connor, that's a turd.
That is a turd.
In front of the cat box, that is a turd.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in and letting us be inside of you for this episode of the Obscure Hotline.
Not even comfortable with the inside you roll after talking about cat feces.
Yeah. No, I get that. But yeah, if you want to check out more of our stuff,
come squat with us.
Yeah. But you can find me on Audio Hotline. You can find Bark on Obscure Mics.
Have some candy?
Oh, that was so polite, though. You got to say yes to that.
What time is it? Pretty much dinner time.
6:15
We'll see.
your time?
We'll discuss this in a momento.
But yeah, you
I
can
don't know
find
where
Bark.
we were, but Obscure
Yeah.
Mics.
Yep. And you can find Connor. What's his channel?
He's been on Obscure Mics a time or two.
I remember a short that he was on for sure.
Yeah, he's been in there. He's been featured. Me and my 9-year-old have a channel, Jude the Dude Reviews, that we haven't done anything on in a very long time. But we would watch, we would watch a YouTube. Well, we watched a YouTuber, and we gave our thoughts on him like a kid's YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
Whether we liked him, didn't like him. So it was kind of like a YouTube reaction channel.
Oh, nice.
So
I like that.
Maybe I'll get Connor involved with that. I don't know. We've only done 2 videos ever, and we started it 2 years ago. It's just one of those things. Like every once in a while, he's like, "Hey, can we do a YouTube video?" And it's like, "Yeah."
No,
I
that's
got
a good
channel for that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. No, that's awesome.
11 subscribers deep in 2 years, I think.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's great.
How do you make YouTube videos?
Oh, well, here, ask Bronson.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. Check this out. Let's see. Let's here. You can ask Bronson. Ask him that.
Let's
real
do
quick. There you go.
Let's do it.
Bronson,
Yes. How's it going?
how does Daddy make YouTube videos?
Okay. So what you need is just a camera, any kind. You could use do you have a phone? Do you have a phone?
No, I have a tablet.
Okay, that works. Does it have a camera on it? There you go.
Yes?
You just press record right there. You just say whatever you want to talk about. What do you like? What do you like talking about?
Ice cream and chickens.
That is going to make a killer YouTube channel. You need to do this. So talk about ice cream and chickens, and then you just post that. You just go to YouTube, you press the little plus button, upload video, and you're good to go.
Yep.
But you got to make a goofy thumbnail. You got to make like
With
hugging
your
a chicken or
picture
something.
On your video, it has to be something like this, like practice. What would you do on your thumbnail? What kind of face would you make?
Go for it, Connor. Oh, so this ice cream and chicken in particular was disappointing. I like it. Yeah,
Disappointing ice cream and chicken.
Yeah.
Actually,
I got it.
This.
I can't see. No.
Here, come more center. There you go. Now do it.
Oh yeah, you're stoked. Okay, I like it. Yeah. No, that's great.
Oh.
He just takes off with the headphones.
Well, it looks like I got to make a video about ice cream and chickens.
And chickens, dude. That was like a great impromptu little section there.
Yeah, that should be good for a YouTube short.
Right?
I should I'll clip that whenever. Yeah.
Seriously. All right. Well, we will talk to you all next time.
Absolutely.
Thanks for stopping in.
Side of us.
Yes. Thank you.